Okay, so as I've already said, welcome to Slovenia for the first time in your long history. My friend mentioned that she ran into you in the city, so you had a chance to look at it. Did you like it?
Oh yeah. I mean, it was a short visit, but what I saw was it's great, amazing place.
Yeah, cool. Okay, since this is your first visit to Slovenia, is there any other countries that you would like to visit that you haven't visited before?
Well,
bucket list.
Yeah, there's a few. You know, I'd like to go to Istanbul. There's so many places. You know, we're so close to make it, but sometimes circumstances and also there's places that it's kind of risky. It's not it's a risky thing for as organization, and money and everything.
Yeah, of course.
It depends where you're going. But there's so many places, Argentina, places like that. So South America, Colombia. There's so many places to visit in the world. I mean,
exactly.
And, being here, in Slovenia, it's another first time.
Awesome.
It's always fun for us when it's the first time we go there. It's we managed to go to sleep early yesterday, just to make sure we wake up early and have a time to visit.
Yeah, great. I don't know. Do you, as a band, feel, because of this situation, especially in Europe, because of the terrorism and the immigration crisis, do you feel, I don't know, more security protocols and so on?
No, I mean, yeah, it is kind of like, oh my God, you see things that happens, and sometimes it's a shame, it's just, but personally, I feel comfortable everywhere I go, and I just I don't want that fear to invade me, and then no, I'm a free man, and I'll always be a free man, and no matter, unless it gets really, really crazy, but like a total chaos or something. But these things, happen. I remember the last tour with the Death Crusher tour. We were in Leipzig, Germany, when Paris attack happened, and we were floored, looking at the computers. Is this happening now? And especially, in a place like everybody goes to have a party, and and so it was. We were kind of shocked, because we were hitting Paris like 10 days from that point, and we were like, oh my God,
It was actually pretty strange. I saw that tour in Vienna, which was, I think, a few days after the attacks, and they didn't do no security checks, so I don't know, it was interesting. So. Okay, but if we move on to Voivod, you've been actually touring quite non-stop since the release of Target Earth, right? So I kind of see it like, I don't know, as the second evolution of Voivod. You've been really making a comeback, right?
Yeah.
Would you agree with that?
I agree. Yeah. Well, there was a. It's always hard to maintain a band, like the structure of a band together, but this time around with Chewy and Rocky as a bass player, it's just a killer team.
Yeah.
And we really, the chemistry is so tight. It's so, I would say, really enjoyable. I don't know how to explain it, but we're a good team right now, and the vibe is good, and there was, in the past, there was a lot of things that happened to the band that put us on hold for so many times and for so many reasons.
Yeah.
You know, now that everything is fine, we just keep touring, and we try to enjoy every moment of it, because you never know what's going to happen.
Yeah, sure.
And so I cross my fingers. Nothing bad's going to happen. But my experience tells me that you never know.
Yeah.
So far so good. We've been doing it for 33 years, and I don't know how many years that is left. But and maybe it's part of the reason why too. You know, because there would be a hit, obviously, and but we managed to keep going so far. So we're just enjoying every moment of it.
Awesome.
Until it lasts.
Yeah, and like you said, Chewy and now Rocky definitely brought a new energy to the band, and also that's how I feel about Post Society. It's again a bit more technical and complex, if you would agree with me.
Yeah, I mean, Rocky and Chewy, they grew up together, you know. So they've been in different projects together. Him as a bass player, him as a guitar player, and so they understand each other really well. And so for them, you know, they just look at each other. They know exactly what to do, and that would fit with us because they grew up with Voivod. They were Voivod fans as they grew up, and so that's why they're the perfect new blood people to do that job, you know, and because they understand what Voivod is all about musically, and so they can deliver what a fan would like to hear, you know. So, and Chewy is in real life, he's a musical, he's teaching music, so he knows all these parameters, you know, like and so he built sort of like the music in like it sounds like Voivod because it's dissonant, you know. But it all matches, you know. And sometimes, you know, we can be in the studio and say, "Hey, Snake, you know, your tone here, it's not quite on the note, you know." So, really? And then I try what you want me to try, and then well, that makes sense, you know, because it's more musical. And so he's got all these techniques and the knowledge of music at large, you know, and he can be really precise, you know. So what you hear, there was a reason for it.
Because he definitely channels the spirit of Piggy, but in his own way. So it sounds like Piggy, but you know it's not Piggy. It's awesome. He really fits perfectly in the band.
Exactly.
And also I find really interesting, if my information is correct, that Rocky comes from a different musical background, because I think he's a blues bass player.
Yeah, he was. He was in so many projects. But he used to play with Steve Hill as a Canadian artist. He's a really talented guy, you know, on guitar. And I used to play with him for a while. And but he's more like he's blues, but he's also like he's able to be part of any project. You know, he's doing gigs with different artists. Some are really well-known artists in Quebec, you know, and sometimes they ask for a bass player. You know, he goes, learn the song, boom, and you know he's trusted. You know, people can trust him, and he's gonna do the gig. So he's a multi.
It's really awesome because I was really shocked when Blackie left the band again, and I didn't think he would get such an awesome player. And then when I heard Post Society, that first few bass lines, they just hit it. It's amazing. Okay, so if we move again back to Post Society, how would you compare, I don't know, the making of this EP with Target Earth, which is kind of the new or the newest representation of Voivod?
Well, I would say that, like I said earlier, the chemistry with Rocky makes it so different. So I think that's the main point, because Blackie has his own thing, and so like you said, it's two different things, and but the way we did it was like really in a natural way, like kind of like we didn't really, we didn't sort of like work, it came like quite easy, and what fits good, there's no like I said, the second thought, it's like, oh, should I do this like this? It was like boom. We had like 5 songs ready to go, and it was pretty easy to do. And the place we're doing it, is a friend of ours who's got a studio, and it's really relaxed, and it's there's nothing to see around, so you're just like, you go there, there's no distraction or anything, so boom.
So you can just work and work and work.
Yeah. So it's efficient.
Also on Post Society, there's a really awesome cover of RockLine's Silver Machine. You've had some really obscure covers in the past. How come you chose, in this case, RockLine's most recognizable track? And also, it was, it was premature, but it serves as kind of a homage, farewell to Lemmy, who died a few months later.
We were in studio, and we had these, we were looking for another song to do, but we're kind of in a hurry to deliver, and so maybe we'll go for a cover, And back then, there was many posts, on social media about Lemmy's health, and are we gonna be able to have a show in Montreal? It's like, is he gonna make it? Because it was, I think back then it was on a motorboat, and a friend of mine went on a motorboat, and he said, man, Lemmy, so we're like, fuck, this might be, there's no way out, and it's gonna happen. And we were kind of like really kind of sorry, because Lemmy always been like part of an influence, our sort of like our philosophy or something, our like a mentor thing. And so, but we didn't want to do like a Motorhead cover, because it would have been too obvious, But we went back in his life, in his awkward period, and it was like, we heard a song, Silver Machine. Silver Machine kind of reflect like a flying saucer or something, and we thought it was. And we look at the video with the bubbles and everything. It's like, wow, awesome!
I think
it's far out, so it fits totally with the concept, whatever it is. So we end up, but it was really quick, because the decision was quick. Everything happened in one afternoon. It was boom. And so I tried a vocal. And I would say in one day we finished it all. And for us, it's our contribution. It's passing farewell or homage. Long live Lemmy.
Yeah, exactly. Because when I spoke to Away a few years ago, he said if there weren't any Motorhead, there wouldn't be any Voivod.
It's part of our blood.
Awesome. Again, about Post Society, which is the last thing you did, it's thematically really diverse, right? I mean, Fall is really melancholic, it's serene. Then you've got the title track, which is tribute to Mad Max, if I'm not mistaken. Or it's related
it's
to Mad
kind
Max.
of related.
Did you like the new movie? Mad Max.
Yeah, but you know, with this computer thing, they make crazy stuff, you know. But I think that for me, the second one is for me the best.
Yeah.
I just thought it was different. It's different. Didn't like the third one.
Yeah, that's
Tina Turner was weird. But the second one, just, and the first one too.
Yeah.
The first one was like, you know, that guy Toe Cutter, and then he's like,
that's awesome, man.
apparently he's the one that I'm wearing this thing.
In the new movie. Yeah.
But we cannot see his face. And his face is like the best thing.
Yeah,
So he put a fucking mask, you know. I was waiting, you know, to see Toe Cutter because he's such a.
Yeah, he's iconic.
Yeah. And oh man, yeah, it was kind of related, but in my own way, I think. Putting words together and then, like,
and it fits in Voivod's world, right? This post-apocalyptic surrounding. Did you see they did the new movie in black and white, and it looks really awesome.
Of Mad Max?
Yeah, of the new one.
No, I didn't see it.
You should see it. It's really interesting.
Yeah, it might gives another
perspective. Yeah.
Another color to it.
Okay, so are you? I know that Post Society, most of it was written while you were on tour because you've been touring constantly. Are you preparing new material for a full album?
Yeah, we do. So and we're such it's hard, you know, because touring, kind of like sometimes, you know, it's hard to be like sitting here and doing things because there's a lot of things going on.
Yeah.
But we managed, like lately, Chewy did the main track of guitars of that song that we've been working on, and yeah, we still have like we do have like a 3-4 songs on the run now. I'm not very sure what it's gonna be about or whatever. It's still because we want to do a concept thing.
Oh, awesome.
But by saying concept, it's not easy to put things together sometimes. But I'm sure, you know, we'll find a way to make it a Voivod record.
Yeah.
You know.
Cool. Do you think it's gonna be kind of a continuation of Post Society?
I would say so. I would say that it might be different. You know, sure it's gonna be different, but I think it's gonna be on the same kind of like diversified. You know? Like you said, fall is growing color. Yeah, we'll see. But so far so good.
Are you aiming for next year release?
Yeah. I don't know when, but we have to work hard now. Because, you know, the record company wants a new album. It's like, come on, guys. Yeah, but we've been touring. Yeah. So, yeah.
Okay, I just have 2 more questions. The 35th anniversary of Voivod is approaching. Are you planning anything special to commemorate that?
I never thought about anything. 35th, really?
Yeah. You've been established in '82.
Yeah. Probably gonna do something special. I don't know. Maybe it would be a show, a special occasion, or just a tour, maybe. You know,
35. Also, I've read that somewhere, I don't know if it's true, I think Sam Dunn, who did Metal Headbanger's Journey, is doing or was doing a documentary about Voivod. Is that true? And
I'm not sure where he's at with that. It was also about PD related back in the days, but he went jumping on different projects like that. He did the thing with Iron Maiden. So I'm not really sure where he's at with that, but he had some footage. He was starting to put stuff together. But it's a good question. Maybe I'm gonna send him an email.
Fingers crossed. Okay, thank you very much.
Thank you.
If you just have one last message for your Slovenian fans.
We're in Slovenia for the first time! Rock on!
Okay, thank you very much again.
Thank you, man.